Hello guys, are we back? Are we back? We're back. Okay. Did you have to reconnect, Dave? Did it just freeze up? Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Hi Alexander. Yeah, reconnected. Yeah, sorry about that. So that's because I had to restart the game, so hopefully everybody comes back. I think the message is don't play the shuttle services. That seems to be the thing. I had a feeling it might do that. Okay, cool. Excellent. Thanks, Godzilla. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave that one on the feed, but I'm going to put a comment in just to say that we ended up crashing out, because it's not good, is it? Hopefully everybody jumps back in. Right, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pick up a new order. What I did was I've gone back to... I didn't save that whole time, which is good. So I've gone back to my previous save. So if you did watch that previous video from the other day, I've just come out of the bus wash. So that's where we are. So we're going to start again. Alexander says, I always watch your streams. Thanks for that, Alexander. How do you save the game on Tourist Bus? So, are you on PlayStation, Alexander? If you are, press the options button. Come down to the bottom. Go to the little... Depends how old you are. If you're as old as me, you'll know what that is. That floppy disk. PS5. Yep. So click on the little floppy disk at the bottom, and then you just click on the one with the plus sign above it. And you can create a new save, or you can update your old one. You're 52, right? You're well in the age bracket for knowing what a floppy disk is. So I'm not going to worry about that. So it's a floppy disk. Yeah, click on the floppy disk. That's how you do it. Yeah. So hopefully we're back on it. I think I've lost 10 viewers, which is a shame. Hopefully they realise and they come back. But for now, let's get a new order. That's the current order, and we've got that one is with our driver. When does that leave? The 28th. So we've got a driver assigned to that one. Let's look at the new orders. The one I was going to do, let's see if it still is this one that Stephen Lee's recommended to me in the chat. Line 315. This is a big one. €5,580 if we do this one. It's from the airport down to Costa Corma. So I'm going to try this one. So I'll assign myself and I'll assign our bus to it. Current orders. Right, so let's now skip time. I always go into that one first. It's a pain. When you get that SMS again, click the option to open it. I see. Oh, there you go, yeah. Why is that SMS come up now? I don't understand that. This isn't a shuttle run, is it, that I'm doing? I don't think it is. Oh, you see, now I can't. So something funny has happened because I can't get the options again. Options are not working. Right, so I don't know what's going on, really. Let me look at the map. This is going down to Costa Karma as we thought, but I can't get the options to come back. So something's not working very well for me. I don't think the radio works, Alexander, no. Okay, it wants me to go back this way, so we'll do that. I'm actually a bit bothered now that there's something up with my save file. I'm clicking options now and I can't get any options to come up. And that SMS thing there wasn't there before I picked that first shuttle service. And I don't want to restart the stream again because you'll all disappear, so I'm going to just go with this for now, just for the stream, until I'm able to have a look and fix it. I just won't save it. So you could be right, Stephen. Could be screwed up. Dave says when I stop driving, click options. I did that though when I set off. I'll do it now. I'll stop now. So I can't set any of this. This is all arcade. Yeah, I can't do anything. Let me click options now. Right, I'm clicking options now. So I can't do anything. So something has gone wrong there. But at least I've got passengers on the bus this time. So I don't quite know how I'm going to fix that. If it has made it worse, yeah, I was pretty happy with it, to be honest. And now, if my options have gone, I don't know what to do with that, because I can't really do anything without that, can I? When it came up for me, I was in the office. Yeah, I'll run this service, I think, and then off stream I'll see if I can fix it. I just won't save it manually as we go, because my save file is, the last time I manually saved it was before the patch. So let's see. But if something has happened to it, I'll be straight on the Discord after this to report it. So we might get a patch to fix the patch, because Xbox did get 2 patches, didn't it? But I don't know what was up with their first patch and what the second patch was actually fixing. Nobody seems to be able to find out, so you know, they may have had these issues until they had the second patch. It's all very confusing, isn't it? I mean, you know, what would have happened, you know, some of us that are of a certain age, before the days of internet, when you got a game on a disc, and whatever you got on the disc, that was the final version of the game. There was no day one patch, there was no let's fix this later. you installed the game from the disc and that was it. So if it wasn't working, you just have to, where you were stuck with it, you had to just take it back to the shop, didn't you? I mean, admittedly, some of the games weren't as complex as they are today, but still, the game had to be ready, didn't it, when it was released? Or else it was just no good. Anyway, we're off to Costa Corma and back. The SMS thing's bugging me now. The SMS told you, Dave, your driver crashed and it cost you 30k. Is that SMS part of the shuttle services? Or is that something that's come in as part of this patch? Is that a new feature? I can't quite work that out yet because I didn't do shuttle services before. I don't know if that's meant to be there the whole time now or what. Let me know if that's new. Oh, you didn't have insurance, Dave. I'm reading your messages now. So, oh, it's part of the game. Right, so it is new today then. Right. I thought that had come up as a result of me running one of those shuttle services first. Boba Ganoush, good evening. I see this game is $30 on Xbox, really wanting to get it. Reading the reviews. Oh, watch out for that tree. Hang on, let me read what you put. People are saying it's got bugs, needs optimization. Do you think it's worth it? If you'd have asked me that last night, I would have said yes, it's worth it. In my opinion. This is the second attempt at a run since the patch, and I'm starting to see the first problems with it from my perspective. So let's see how this run pans out. But I mean, if I can't get the mobile phone back to show me what the orders are and all that kind of stuff, then I can drive the buses, but I can't do anything, so the business side of it's unplayable if that's not going to work anymore. So I would hang on just for now, just to see what happens. Right, so Dave, you got that before the update on Saturday, right? Okay, yeah. I still don't know. This is the first time I've seen it today. We'll carry on. So right at the beginning of these streams, I was always using the arcade mode controls, and then I've spent time solidly using the realistic controls, and now I much prefer them, but I can't switch back to them. For some reason I'm stuck in arcade controls, unless I go back to the main menu, I guess. But I don't think it's even going to let me exit out. Because I had the options. I had the options when I was showing you how to perform the save at the beginning of this run, and then it disappeared. So I can't work it out. Anyway, I'm not gonna harp on about it. I sound like a broken record, but it's not good. The weird thing is that everything else is working. We can drive okay. What insurance have you got in the game? I haven't got any. Another thing is, you'll probably get your drivers had an accident. I've had a few of them as well. So somebody was asking me if I would put together one of the how-tos about how the insurance works. I'm going to need to investigate that and find out, because I also didn't take out any insurance, and I did get one notification that my other driver had pranged the bus and done some engine damage, and I think that was 30,000 damage. So not only did the bus get damaged, but she also couldn't then fulfill the next couple of scheduled services that she'd got because the bus was out of action. So what I did was I quickly went down to the office, hopped into that bus, drove it to the external repair shop, and just paid for it. So I'm assuming if you've got insurance from the beginning, you don't pay the 30 grand. But I don't know if anybody knows. I mean, does it work like normal insurance? Does your insurance go up every time depending on how many claims you make and whatnot? How does that work? Because imagine your insurance is going to go up the more buses you've got to cover. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. If I can get the game working properly, I'll dig into the insurance side of it, and I will put together a short video on that, because people are finding them quite useful. I did the one about the car wash. I wasn't going to put it on because I thought it maybe is a bit too simplistic, a bit self-explanatory, but it was quite popular, so I'm happy to do them if people would like to watch them. So I will definitely make one about the insurance, because in the tutorial it talked about all the different contracts you can have for different bits and pieces, and since getting through the tutorial I've just been driving routes. I haven't done anything as far as contracts goes, and it hasn't asked me to do anything either, so I wasn't quite sure whether it was a requirement or not, all this stuff, but yeah, I'll look into it. Yeah, after this run I might be able to, if it's not coming up, I may be able to go to the map and fast travel to the office, and I wonder if that'll unhook it somehow. I'll try it. But I need to go on the Discord and see if it's happened to anybody else. I just keep thinking it's linked to that shuttle service I tried. Maybe it's not, maybe it's just not working full stop. So have you guys played it a lot since the patch? Is there anything else I need to be looking out for that you know of? Because I'm not noticing a lot, to be honest. I won't be impressed though if I need to restart my save file or something along those lines, because I've got quite a bit of money saved up there in the company. 330 odd thousand I think I've got. I see the AI is still deciding when to wait and when not to wait. Nothing's changed there. Press down on the left stick for the horn. Is that not what I did the other night when I was going down the windy road and I overpressed the left stick and it did the reset button? Hello Simon, thanks for joining. No word. If you mean PS5, oh yeah, PS5. Yeah, you've said PS5. No, there's no word on it yet. So it obviously wasn't in today's patch. And they're saying that Sony are not pulling a finger out about that. They submitted everything for wheel support, but Sony haven't pushed it through apparently at the moment. But no reason why as yet, which is a bit frustrating. Jack the Train Spotter, welcome to the stream, good to see you. Oh, you've had this on your PC for 3 years. Wow. It's very new to us console players. So I'm guessing then, Jack the Train Spotter, for every little issue that we're getting at the moment, you've already been through all that and it's fixed for PC. I assume it runs well on PC. There might well just be a lack of players on PC now, I guess. I think you've got a few options there, which is probably why they've now ported it over to console to get the player base up again. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Jack, if you can explain in the chat, if you don't mind, how the insurance works. There's a few of us wouldn't mind knowing how that works. Now, this is my favourite corner. Do I try it or do I go... Let's have a look. No, there's one guy waiting already. The only thing I can do is swing it out. This is where I usually take the bollards with me, the road signs. And it's still not great, is it? Bollard's going to go any second. There it goes. You're going to be hard pushed to find one of my streams where I have come round that bend and not hit that bollard. I'm going to ring up the council. I'm going to get them to shift it because it's costing me a fortune. And that one as well. There goes the lamppost. Let's just get out of Gran Tarajal. It's not suiting me at all. It's true, Dave, isn't it? It's the same places every time, and no matter how many times I try it, I can't get round that corner. Oh dear me. So the wheel takes a long time to set up. I hope they make the game multiplayer. Yeah, I don't know about the wheel. What's going on here now? Come on. Oh, you're right, the horn does work, Dave, yeah. They don't take a blind bit of notice, but... Alright, let me have a look. Who's behind me? I think as far as multiplayer goes, I bet. Oh, now they're moving. I don't know. I don't think they'll add multiplayer, will they? Because they've already said they're not going to do any more functionality. They're going to fix bugs. And apart from the bus DLCs that we know about, there's not going to be anything else for it. But multiplayer would be a nice idea, something like this. This is the MAN Lions Intercity. It doesn't look like a starter bus. See, that's another thing, Jack, that we've all got confused on, because I got a pre-release copy and it had buses from... It had all the buses that are available to the PC players. It also had buses from the bus and Fern Bus, which were imported into this by mistake. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the heck I'm driving. I've lost track now of what is and what isn't a stock bus that comes with this. If this isn't a standard bus, then I wonder if that's what's causing my issue. Don't know. It shouldn't let me drive it, should it? If it's there should be nothing appearing now in the game that isn't meant to be in the game. But I think they did give us a couple of buses that originally PC players had to pay for. There was a couple of extra ones. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the bus I'm driving is a DLC for PC players. That's correct. Yeah. Stephen says the Flixbus livery has also been removed. Oh, see, that's a shame. So all the Paris ones and the Dutch ones and the Italian ones, they were quite nice, those. Yeah. The standard buses should all be orange coloured. Right, got you. How the hell am I going to get out of here now? Come on, let's go. You've deleted your save data and uninstalled the game. Going to reinstall it and update, see if I'm keeping this. I think it's worth keeping on, Stephen, definitely. See, apart from this problem I'm getting now with this not being able to get the options back, if that was working, I still feel like it's a really good game. If they're going to fix the things that are wrong with it, I think that's fine. You know, I just wish there was it's the same with all these games, isn't it? I wish there was just a central point we can go to get, you know, the single source of truth as to what's happening when, what the schedule is, what the plan is. We can't seem to get that, and we're all asking each other, you know, what's going on, and we don't know. You know, the little bit that I can find out is from going in the TML Discord. So, you know, I don't have any insider information. It's all, you know, sort of publicly available. But I'm just trying to gather as much as I can for you guys when I come on these streams, just so I can try and tell you something, you know, so you don't have to go off and try and find out. But it is frustrating. I understand if you've got a wheel. It's really frustrating right now. Thanks everyone for coming in though. This is my second attempt tonight after the game sort of froze on me. I had to restart the game, but unfortunately that kicked everybody out of the stream, so apologies if you were in earlier. I had a feeling that it might. Here's our next stop. Stephen says can't be bothered for another on the road wait for PS5 updates. Yeah, let's hope it's not like on the road. Let's hope they do keep pushing these fixes out. Jack says got the VDL DLC about a month ago. It's really nice to drive. Use the Arriva Workshop mod for it. Oh nice, yeah, of course you'll be able to get mods on PC, yeah. And you also might get Fernbus. Yeah, I haven't seen Fernbus just yet. Right. Nearly another crash there. So we'll do this one, we'll do the return journey. I'll see if I can fast travel back up to the office to see if I can clear this issue that I've got. If it does clear it, then I'll save the game, but I'm just a bit loath to save it. Well, I don't think I can save it, can I? I can't get the options, I can't save it. I think I'm stuck. So, Jack, on your version you've got on PC then, you've also got that mobile phone there displaying with the SMS flashing on it, have you? On your version? Oh no, you haven't. Right, okay. Yeah, the plot thickens. Yeah, I don't know then. The roads are so small in this game. Yeah, it's just some of them are quite tight. Let's just check the map. We'll see where we are currently at. Because the map is one thing that is still working. So we just come out of Taralejo. We've got La Lajita next. Looks like we're off to La Pared. And then on to Costa Calma, which is the end of the first leg. And then we just work our way back up. Actually, you know, once I get back, I can probably drive to the office. I probably don't even need to fast travel because we're right next door. So that's good. Yeah, it's a long journey, Jack. Yeah. Your username actually is reminding me, so any of you guys don't forget, if you do also like train simulation, then Dovetail will be showing off the first preview of the Spirit of Steam tomorrow night on their channel. Steam trains are coming to Train Sim World 31st of May, but tomorrow is the first look we get, so if you also like trains, check that out. I'll also be bringing that to you on the 31st. I'll be playing that probably most of the day, I would say, because I don't have to go to work. It's a bonus, so I'm quite looking forward to that. Yeah, I got you, Jack. A lot of passengers getting off here. Right. I think we're good. So yesterday, I think it was yesterday, obviously prior to the patch, now a guy came out and hit me. Yesterday prior to the patch, I did actually put together a small video using the double-decker, which I think, as we mentioned, had mistakenly come over from the bus and was included. And this is the one I was talking to you about, Stephen. Oh, God almighty. Another road sign gone. Made it last night. I didn't realise that you guys had the double-decker in your version. I thought it was just in my early access version, but I did make a video driving in that double-decker, and even though I was mistaken about who actually had it in their build, I think I will upload that just so it's on the record, and we can look back at the time when the double-decker was in the game, because it's now gone, of course. So in the video I'm kind of referencing the fact that you guys might not have the bus in your build when all the time you did. So I think you confirmed that for me this morning, Stephen, that you did actually have it in your build. So I'll put an additional bit at the beginning of the video just to say I wasn't aware that everybody had it. The video is actually quite good, but I'll put it on there just for a remembrance. It's already in the can, as it were, so I might as well use it. It has got a beefy sound, this bus, Jack, hasn't it? When you accelerate, I think the sound's quite good. Sounds like the BDL that you drive all the time. Okay, yeah, I don't know if they reuse the sounds. Not sure. And it should get wheel support. When is the question? That's the big question. And they don't even know. Yeah, that bus was there. Yeah. Stephen says, fingers crossed DTG don't balls that release up. We couldn't take another rush hour. Couldn't handle that on top of inflation hitting 9% and the prices at the pumps. Yeah. The Spirit of Steam, I think, well, I mean, I've not seen it, so I don't know, but I think there's been a lot of passion put into this one. There's a lot of enthusiasts specifically for Steam within Dovetail, so I'm kind of hopeful that this one will be better, but we won't know until we see. First preview streams tomorrow night, so I'm sure that will be worth watching anyway. What route is it for? Do you mean the Steam the Steam route, if you mean that, it's a new route. It's Liverpool Lime Street to Crewe. So as part of Spirit of Steam, you get the two engines, and you also get the route bundled in with it, and various coaches and freight wagons. So it should be a nice little pack. And it's set in 1958 as well, so it's a different era than we've had before in Train Sim World. Quite looking forward to it. Call and fire, what's not to like? Exactly, yeah. I don't know, Jack, what they're going to do with that, because you obviously need everything, don't you, to get it going. So I don't know whether you're going to be able to swap roles. That might be a surprise they bring in, or whether you're just a driver. Don't know. Dear me. So I think that was Lapa Red, wasn't it? I mean, this is quite fun, this to drive. It's just needed a better launch, that's all. Just a better launch, a bit more polished. And like you said, Stephen, they could have killed it there. Let's hope humor doesn't get in the way and make you crash. Costa Corma. So this Costa Corma, and that's interesting. You see, the sat nav temporarily disappeared and then came back. Around this roundabout. So those roundabouts have definitely stopped flashing, as Dave said, so that's good. I can actually see some of this scenery popping in now I look down at this end. I think it's a little bit less, but it's still doing it a little. Next right turning. At least I'm not going down that windy road tonight. Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it? And you know, I enjoyed the run going the other way, the bit that I didn't film. I did the first leg of that trip, and I enjoyed it that much. I thought, right, I'm gonna record this return journey now, just so you guys could see the route in case you wanted to pick that one up in your orders. And Yeah, got to that bit, it was going well, and then I oversteered and put some pressure on the stick, and that's what brought up the reset, which then put me the wrong direction. I mean, that's definitely a bug. And then it started getting dark almost simultaneously, didn't it, as well? So I had visions of us not being able to complete that run, but it went alright at the end. I mean, I had to do some quite dodgy reversing down the hill. But I was sat there thinking, you know, I've just run all this way down here and recorded it. I'm getting right to the end, and something in the game is going to trip me up, so I can't finish it. But anyway, we did it. We got there. So I think we're on the return journey. Hey Black Arrow, how you doing? Awesome day one patch live for PS5. It was meant to be awesome. We're reserving judgment just now. A couple of things are fixed, but I've got a little bit of an issue going on with it, which we're going to find out about once I complete this run. We'll see if we can move along. So, lap ahead again. I was feeling dead positive when I saw the patch was out, because I wasn't going to stream this tonight. I was actually going to jump on and do Train Sim World, and the patch came out. I thought, right, I've got to have a look at the patch, because we talked about it for so long, didn't we, over the past sort of few streams. But I don't know what effect. I don't know what improvements it's actually made. But it could be that, actually, you know, could be that Black Arrow. The fact that some buses have been removed has caused some slight issues with people's save files, perhaps. I don't know. I ran right at the beginning. I tried to run my first ever shuttle mission, and I'm hoping it's not that that's screwed it up. So just once again, my problem is I'm pressing options now, and I'm not getting anything. I can't get back to the mobile phone to see the routes and see my company, etc. Right, we'll pick up these lovely people. Let's have a quick look at the map again. So we're in La Parade. Back up to La Hita, Taralejo. We come all the way up Gran Tarajal, my favourite spot. And then we come all the way back up to the airport. So it's a pretty decent run, this one. Sometimes when I'm coming across these junctions now, because the AI don't behave very well most of the time, I tend to not look and just carry on across the junction. 9 out of 10 times it works fine. So the flashing roundabout black arrow, that's corrected, as you can see there. Let's just ease around this one. The sidewalks look great now, much less popping. It's just still there slightly, isn't it? Black arrow, just very slightly, but yeah, definitely not as much as it was. There's a big improvement on that, at least. Nice for the graphics. Sorry to hear the phone options aren't popping up. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what's happened there, actually. I'll try and fix it off stream if it doesn't work when we get back to the office. I'm just a bit worried I'll lose my save file and have to start again. I think that's the only thing I'm worried about, really. I'm probably not as high a level as some of you guys are. I think I just unlocked the shuttle services, actually, a couple of nights ago, so I know Dave's at around level 8. I'm not that high yet. I might be 5 or 6, I think. So I haven't got as much to lose with the save file as some of you guys, but still, you know, I think we've all put a bit of time into this, haven't we, so far? This is La Lajita. But I will check Discord after the stream. I'll see what's going on there, because, you know, a lot of people have got home from work and had a chance to update and play it with the new patch, so I'll just have a look and gauge the mood and see if anybody else is having any similar issues. At least people are getting on this service. When I did the shuttle service, there was not one person getting on, so that's one thing. Now I think it's Grand Tarahal next. There's another lockup over there. I'll need to come back and do that at some point. Up the hill we go. Stephen said, I just casually played the mode, the free mode, until the patch. I had a concern it may upset the career mode game. I remember an update to On the Road where it broke my trailer. Quantities into the minuses, yeah. We. I don't know if you remember with this. I was originally just running island runs end to end on the live streams, and I did break my own rule because I had done the first look in the career mode, and I kept telling you guys that I was going to hang on to do any more career mode until after the first patch, just in case anything got fixed in the first patch. Because I thought the first patch would be coming, if not on day one, then certainly within a couple of days, and it of course didn't. So in the end I got frustrated and just jumped into career mode. So I broke my own rule there. But I was eager to get going because I could see a lot of other people were playing it no problem. And it's been fine until today, so I know on the road has definitely had its troubles. I mean, I hopped in the other day, as you saw. I put another video out for on the road. I just hopped in to have a chat about that and, you know, where I think it's going and what's happened to, you know, everybody's gone quiet on it. I don't know really what's going on with that. And I did quite enjoy taking the truck for a run after playing this and quite enjoying this. I went back in that. I had a you know, a decent appreciation for that as well. Admittedly, I only did a livestock run from one city to another, but yeah, I did quite enjoy it because I haven't played it for a few weeks. So I think that as that video was actually quite popular, I might actually jump in and stream some on the road. Just to torture you really, Stephen, that's all. Oh, Stephen, yeah, so you'd watch the whole live stream playlist all day back to back while at work to pass the time. Well, I hope it worked. Hope it didn't put you asleep at work. Black Arrow says on the road is a great freeway system. Yeah, so you play that as well, do you, Black Arrow? You got on the road. Sounds like we all play very similar things, don't we? Which is obviously why you're coming to watch the channel. Right, let's navigate out of this town. I don't know about you guys though, but I find that I have, you know, periods of I'll really play something, and then I'll put it down for a few weeks. You know, you know, the mood doesn't take me to play a certain thing, and then I'll go back to it as I did with On the Road, and quite enjoy it. You can play too much of something, can't you? Just in one chunk, and it's, you know, becomes not as appealing for a while. But as soon as you jump back in, you actually look forward to jumping back in. And that's even happened to me with Train Sim World. You guys know how much Train Sim World I've played over the years. But the idea of the Steam routes is, even though I'm not a Steam fan, the idea of the Steam routes and being able to drive them on the PS5 is really exciting. I don't actually think I've been this excited for a release in Train Sim World so far. Let's hope it just lives up to the hype, really. I'm sure it will. So Black Arrow says you like a lot about the game. There's always room for improvement, including wheel sport. Wheel sport is the story of the hour, isn't it, for all these games? It's the running common theme for all of them. You shouldn't really release a driving game, should you, that doesn't have wheel sport ready to go. You should have that on your Trello board very early on in development. I would have thought. Maybe they all do. Maybe it's just tricky to set up. And Dave, you've not played on the road for quite a while. Got bored with it. Yeah. I can understand it. Stephen, you're fortunate. Pop in your Bluetooth earpods, set the playlist away. 8 hours of quality content. Well, two things. Is it really 8 hours? I didn't even know it was 8 hours. Probably is, yeah, when you add it up. And quality content. I think that's high praise from you, that, Stephen. I've got to admit. Thanks, though. I'll take it. I mean, as long as you guys are enjoying it, I'll keep doing it. I'll definitely keep doing it. The thing about doing the streaming is it's just I've said this before, it's just a bit of a hobby. We're all playing it anyway, so it doesn't take much more effort just to press the button and have it live. So it's always nice for everybody who's playing a similar game like this just to come together and have a chat. I think, because otherwise you just games like this you just play on your own, don't you? You might pop in a Discord or a forum every so often or whatever it is, but it's quite nice to actually fire up a stream and have a chat with everybody else that's also playing it. Because we all come across different things, don't we, in the games that some of us have not seen before, so it's handy. And this is Gran Tarajal, so they better be hiding those barriers. Because I'm going to leave some paint behind. We actually get to go a different way in this time. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Certainly this lamppost on the left will stay where it is this time. I noticed the council have been out and re-erected it there. Whilst I've been down the other end of the town. They've not painted it red or anything, so I can see it this time, but... Right, there's no traffic, but watch when I get to the end of this road. I have visions of them all spawning in. I should have just gone for it. Oh, there's actually no traffic, wouldn't you know it? I've actually been through Gran Tarajal and I haven't hit anything. Mind you, I haven't got out of Gran Tarajal yet, have I? I better not say that yet. Hello ETS, how are you? Good to see you again. And you're enjoying the game a lot. Good, excellent. Black Arrow says, Train Sim World 2 on PS5 is nice, being able to go slower and tour the train as it's running. Yeah, getting out of the seat and walking up and down is pretty good, isn't it? Jack says, is Fernbus worth it? I don't know, actually, Jack, because I don't have a PC, so I haven't played it. Somebody else might be able to tell you that. Stephen says, it's a game we can enjoy, shame the devs don't share our thoughts. We just got to keep feeding back, I think, Stephen. It'd be nice though if we knew exactly where to feed back. I know for a fact that, because you told me earlier, you email Airsoft quite a bit with different bits and pieces. Maybe that's the way to go, to give the feedback. Boba Ganosh says on the road driving feels janky. Let me park a minute. Feels janky and not good in my opinion. The game was okay, like being able to get out your truck and whatnot, but the world was bland. The driving was weird. It was an okay game. When did you last play it actually? Because they made some improvements. Oh, and there's the first crash of Gran Terra Hell. That was always going to happen. And this stop sign's not going to last 5 minutes. Yeah, it's not as bad as it was when it first released, but the updates to it are few and far between, unfortunately. And it's like any sort of business-based game, it can get a bit repetitive, and that's why I've said on those streams I can't jump in and play it for hours at a time. Certainly, it's not one of those games. I can do I can do a couple of jobs, and that will be enough for me for one session, really. Right, let's get across here while he's waiting. Yeah, nice to see you, Jack. Yeah, hope you pop in again. Leave me a sub if you haven't done so already. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming in, mate. I'll talk to you next time. You saw the classic game Tabletop. I don't think I know that one. I'll have to have a look at what that is, Stephen. Not sure what that is. I'll play anything, to be honest. There's games I play that I've got that I don't stream. I've got plenty of stuff on there that I don't stream. I've got things that I enjoy quite a lot that I don't stream, really. One of those I was playing last week, Friday the 13th, and that's an old game now. And I've played that pretty consistently over the years since it came out. I'm a fan of the films, but I've played it once or twice on stream, but it's a game I like to play off stream quite a lot, so I've got a lot of things like that. Oh, they've got a support portal where we can log tickets. Right, that's worth knowing then. I bet that's getting clogged up now after today's patch. Not that desperate to get back into On the Road. Might reinstall the PS4 version so you can use your wheel. Yeah. I don't think the graphics are terribly that much different, are they, between the PS4 and PS5 version? Right, I'll look that up then, Stephen. Yeah. The Friday the 13th team, did they make the new Evil Dead game? No, they didn't make that one, but they have got one right now that they're making, and I think it's pretty close to release, and that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So they do like to make titles that follow the films quite closely, so that one will be coming out soon. Yeah, Good Media they're called, the team that made that. Yeah, so the PS5 version of On the Road, you get a tad bit better performance. In this game, it's these parts of the route I quite like, where you get to have a longer drive without having to stop. That's why I was quite enjoying those island runs we were doing right at the beginning, when I had the early access. Oh, you've been caught speeding. And they also made me crash. What is the speeding penalty? Did you get? Is it? I know it comes up in the summary at the end. Do you just lose XP, or do you lose money as well? I don't think I've paid that much attention to it actually. Hello, Farah. You sneaked in there. You lose XP, Dave, right? Yeah, I know it's in the summary, but I couldn't remember what it was. Black Arrow says, like the day-night cycle in On the Road, for Tourist Bus it's real time, so it's tougher to experience the change of day. You watched that video, didn't you, Black Arrow, where I got stuck on the windy road? Just before I got to the windy road, I think it was in Costa Corma, it was just starting to change, like a kind of sunset effect. And by the time I got to the windy road, if you watch the video you can actually see it. It was starting to go dark. And as I was getting stuck, you could see the light change to quite a dark, sort of, you know, it was a noticeable switch. It was gradual to begin with, and on the windy road where I got stuck, it just switched to darkness pretty much. So much so, I didn't have the headlights on. I had to then switch the headlights on. So it wasn't. I thought it was going to be a really subtle change between day and night, and then it. What's that in the middle of the road? Bloody big bush in the middle of the road there. Excuse my French. I think up here is the bus stop that I missed on the last live stream. So I don't want to miss it again. But I nearly missed the turning, so I had to slam on. So then we're not far from the airport, so once we get to the airport I'll see if I can fix this. David Mangum, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Does it have wheel support? It does on the Xbox. It doesn't on the PlayStation currently. But they're working on it. They're trying to get it implemented, but there's no ETA yet. And Farah says the problem with On the Road is if you played ETS2, which I have every night, lasts a fortnight. Tremendous game. Yeah, you're lucky if you've been able to play that. Yeah, I would definitely have that if I had a PC. Is it on Xbox, that Euro Truck Simulator? Is it just PC? if they could port games like that over to the console, I think they'd make quite a bit of money, wouldn't they? I mean, you know, they definitely will have sat there and looked at it. They'll have sat there and looked at the potential. That's what's probably happened with this game, with this being a PC game to begin with. They've sat there and thought, right, we've got X million players on console. What's the worst it could do? How much is it going to cost to port it over? You know, when you've got a game like this that's been out for several years, you would hope the port is pretty straightforward, but they've obviously come across a few more bugs in this one than they thought they would get. Apparently there is a way to play it on the Xbox. I think it's not really being played on it, but through, if you have it on a PC. Yeah, I get you. Hello Lee, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, wheel support is coming for the PS5. Nobody knows when. It's available for the Xbox, so it depends what platform you're playing on, really. Stephen says, SCS said they couldn't port Euro Truck Simulator 2 to console, as the game engine is that old and built on DirectX, right? Yeah. They'd need to rewrite the engine from scratch. So that's what I mean. You know, if you can do a direct port over and just tweak a few settings, which is probably what they've done for this one, it's worth it. But yeah, if the technology's too old, that's the reason as well that they developed Train Sim World 2 as well, rather than bringing over the classic Train Simulator, because it's just based on older technology. And whilst, you know, it's only been on PC, so they couldn't have got Train Simulator Classic over to console, certainly. And they obviously wanted to tap the console market again as well. Yeah, most games, yeah, are Unreal or Unity now, yeah. Yeah, they must do some research, Bobber, to understand how many players are likely to play it. I don't know how they do that without asking people direct, because when you've got nothing already existing, really, on console, you can't just pick up On the Road, for example, and say, oh yeah, this is how many people are playing a truck game, because, as we've said here, you know, On the Road, although it's a truck game, it's not everybody's cup of tea. And certainly truck drivers are a bag of rubbish, and that's being polite, so they can't base it off that. So it's a difficult one, isn't it? Right, here's our airport stop. I think this is our last stop. All stops have been approached, no passenger has been left at a stop. 7 crashes, 1 radar trap. We knew about the radar trap, we knew about the crashes actually. 1,145 XP. So let me try the options again. Right, so the options are still not working. So So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive to our base, and then I'm going to see if I can then get the options. And if not, then my only option again is to restart the game. But I'll be ending the stream then anyway. But if you want to stick around and see if I can actually fix it now back at the depot. If not, there will be a support ticket being logged. Yeah, Farming Simulator. You know what? I've not played Farming Simulator. A lot of people like that. I've not played it. PS Plus gave out a version of that recently, didn't they? I can't remember which one it was. But I've not played it. Yeah, Fernbus, David. Yeah, if they get this one fixed, we've said this. If this one gets fixed and this one becomes popular, then at some point in the future, then they may consider porting over that one as the next title. Because if they make a lot of money out of this one, and they've got a couple of titles sat there waiting to come across, they're going to do it, aren't they? That's fairly easy money. But they've got to make a good impression with this one. Yeah, the bus is the other one, Bobby, yeah. Fernbus and the bus. I think the bus is still in early access for PC, isn't it? So that one's definitely going to be a while before it comes to console. If it does. Yeah, Stephen, I need to try it. I need to load that up and see if I like it. Right, so I'm nearly at base. If this doesn't work, this will put a very sour note on things for me, I have to say. But we'll find out. So let me just swing this in and get to the office. I haven't found any of those buggy parts yet that you need to collect to restore that sand buggy. So the SMS is still there. I wonder if it'll disappear when I get in the office. Let me click a few buttons in here. So I can get back to the schedule via this method. It's still there though, look. I can look at contracts. Orders I can look at. So look, completed orders. So there's the one we just did for the nearly £6,000. Yeah, so that's that. The only problem I've got now is I can get to all these buttons. I still can't press options to be able to save the game. There's no other way to save the game, is there, from within the office? I think the save game function is just available from options. Anybody know of any other way to save it? There's nothing in this other office. This is just employees, isn't it? Finances. Statistics. Wow, look at that. Tintin's 2 is rating 12.6%. That's not very good, is it? Yeah, I don't know. It's not going to save. There's nothing else I can press. Let me jump back in the bus again. Just one last time. No, no options. Still no options button. Let's just look in here. I don't think there's any options for saving in here either. It would be a bit of a weird place, wouldn't it? To oh, there's it. Look at that. €1,000 just hanging about. That's bus repair. We don't need that. So I think I'm unable to save. So that's a problem. Since that SMS has turned up there on the left, I can't save. I can't get the options. So there's nothing I can do. It's not taking your sat nav off. Yeah, that's a point actually, yeah. Let me just take that off. I see what you mean, the map is still showing. Did not do that anyway. I know the orange line is because I set a waypoint. So that's gone now, but how long does it take to get good money in this game and progress with your fleet? It's not that much of a grind. If you're enjoying it, it's not much of a grind. You can, as you saw there, I got nearly £6,000 just for that one run, and then you can assign that to one of your drivers and let them keep running it. So depending on how many drivers you've got in the background, they can make money for you, similar to on the road actually, in that respect. So you don't have to make all the money yourself, as long as you've got enough to buy buses and pay the employees, then you're fine. Black Arrow says, hopefully a new patch solves a 4-app save issue here. Yeah, I know. It's a big issue for me now because I've done that run and I can't save it. My only option is to restart the game now. Hi Candy, thanks for coming in. It might have auto-saved. I did. You can tell when it's auto-saving because you see the little spinning wheel, don't you, down on the HUD, down on the mini-map, next to where the date is there, and it was doing that. So I'll maybe try that. But yeah, the save game, there's an issue with that. What I'll do is, I'm going to finish the stream now anyway, so thanks everybody for coming in. I do appreciate it. It's good to see you all again. I'll see you on the next one, but what I'll do is, I'll maybe have a play around with this tonight. I'll probably put a little update on the channel tomorrow as to what happened and whether I was able to fix it or not. Just in case you run into this as well. But just to recap, this has happened since that SMS has been there in the left-hand corner. I've not seen that until today. And Anyway, we are where we are. This is the first major issue that I've had. Anyway, other than that, it's been fine for me. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. All the best.